Hello fellow woodworkers and welcome to this week's edition of the Garage Workshop and my first festive video on the top 5 tools you can buy for woodworkers. There's something funny about me this week, can't tell what it is. Roll the intro. So fellow woodworkers, each year I like to make a video on some recommendations that you can buy for yourself or pass on to the loved one in your life to get you for Christmas. Now, YouTube is awash at the moment with people making recommendation videos, especially as it's Black Friday at the moment in the UK. It's Black Friday, Thanksgiving weekend. Big shout out to my American subscribers. Happy Thanksgiving. So there's lots and lots of videos where people sort of saying, oh, get this in Black Friday, get that in Black Friday. Now, if you've watched the channel for a long time, you'll know I do these videos every year, but there's a lot of subscribers on this channel that won't have seen my earlier videos. So what I wanted to do in this week's video is, rather than give you 5 things I pick off Amazon or Temu or something like that that I've never tried, I'm going to tell you the 5 things I think you should buy for your workshop or shed or wherever you do your woodworking. So 5 items that you should buy that I use all the time that have been worth the money and really stood the test of time even. So a little bit different. I will put links to most of these things into the channel, into the description for this video, sorry, but these are just 5 tools really that if I was starting woodworking again and it was coming up to Christmas, I would ask the people in my life to buy me. So let's get started with tool number 5. So for tool number 5, I've picked something that perhaps might not have featured in the videos as much as I use it. Earlier in the year, I did a sort of tool haul from Harbor Freight in the US. All of the videos I reference in this video, I will put in a playlist in the description. But one of the tools that I picked up was this. It's a little miniature Japanese pull saw made by Pittsburgh. Now, at the time when I bought it because it was a really good deal. It was on sale, and the only other pull saws that I had were big ones like this Parkside one. I didn't actually have a small pull saw like this one. Now, when I bought it and put it in the video, I didn't imagine that I would necessarily use it as much as I have done. But I have used this tool so many times around the house, projects that I've done. It has really had a huge amount of use, and for what was really a really cheap price, it was well worth it. It would be a really good stocking filler, but it's always something to have around the house. So number 5 is a pull saw, and in my case, a Pittsburgh pull saw. So coming in at tool number 4 is this. Now, I know I have recommended this before in one of my other tool videos, but this Thor hammer, it's the Thor X 712 38mm hammer, is without a shadow of a doubt the most used item in the Garage Workshop, which doesn't say a lot for a woodworking channel. But what I particularly like about this one is it's got a really good weight. It is very, very well balanced. It wasn't massively expensive. I did buy it from Amazon, so I'll try and find the link and put it in the description. But what I like about it, it's very, very finely balanced. It's not too big. It doesn't weigh a huge amount, and I've literally had this thing for years. It's got 2 end caps on it. One of them is a sort of harder rubber end. It doesn't feel rubber, this end. It feels more like, you know, that hard sort of iodinize or whatever that plastic is. Somebody tell me in the comments down below. And this side, although it's still rigid, it's a lot softer. And where this has been used, obviously, is when I've been putting things together, or particularly when I've been doing joints or knocking things into place, I just gently tap it with this. A really, really good piece of kit. And again, another good stocking filler. I think when I bought it, it was something ridiculous like $7.99, but I have had it a long time, so it's probably a lot more now. But item number 4, if you haven't got one, get yourselves a Thor hammer. Item number 3, slightly more expensive. This might be a sort of main present for a lot of you, but item number 3 is without a shadow of a doubt the thing that has appeared most in my channel, my trusty Craig pocket hole jig. Now, I have got 2 of these, as you'll have seen. Again, I think it was that same Harbour Freight video. I bought my other pocket hole jig, but this one, my original one, still gets plenty of use around the garage workshop. When I bought it in the UK. I can't remember where I bought it from. It was £70, I think, when I bought it, this one. And although it's sort of been updated by Craig a number of times, you still cannot beat this pocket hole jig. It does absolutely everything. The mechanism for securing the wood is super strong. The entire sort of casting out of plastic is really strong. The amount of times that this thing has been dropped on the floor, it is limitless, the amount it bounces back from. It's never shattered. It's a really good quality make. Now, I know there's loads of pocket hole jigs out there. I've had the opportunity to use the Trend one as well, but I don't think you can beat the Craig one. So this goes down as my tool number 3, the Craig pocket hole jig. Now, before we move on to the final 2, there's just a couple of other things I'd like to mention. Not that you could necessarily get them for Christmas. The first one is this Parkside 12-volt X-Team screwdriver. If you've watched this channel for a while, you've heard me mention this a lot of times. This is actually the second one I had. I killed the first one by overworking it, but this drill, it comes around really, really frequently. It was in the Parkside middle of Lidl tool range not that long ago. I cannot recommend that highly enough. Really powerful little unit, very well balanced, fits perfectly in your hand, and super, super well made. And another one is this. This is, I call this a roofer's square, but I'm sure that's not the proper name. Please put it in the comments if you know what it's called. I know I've asked you all this before, but I can never remember. I call it a roofing square. This was just a really cheap entry-level Magnuson one, and it served me so well over the years. It's always my go-to. Now, I have got some equivalents of this. I should say I've got a Parkside one, and I think I've got an Aldi one lying around somewhere that's a bit smaller, but this one is without a shadow of a doubt the best one. So just some little additional items which I thought were worth mentioning but didn't make the final cut. So coming in at tool number 2 is without a shadow of a doubt the best thing I've ever purchased on my trips or from the United States, and it is this, the Glue Bot. I don't know, literally do not know how I survived without this glue bot. It is absolutely brilliant. It's been through up and down with me, this glue bot. It's been dropped. It's been in sub-zero temperatures for a long time, and it always works brilliantly. Now, the other good thing about these glue bots is if you see the end, you can buy replacement ends or even different ends for them. But also, I've just discovered through Bamboo Labs, if you get the PLA filament, I think the filament that's the flexible one, people have uploaded files to print replacement glue bot ends, and also ends in different shapes and sizes. So if you have one, or if you have a printer, that's something you might possibly want to consider. But this is just an absolutely brilliant piece of kit. Somebody told me they also make them in different sizes, and again, if I find that, I'll put a link in the description. But this glue bot, without a shadow of a doubt, is one of the best things that I've got in the garage workshop. It gets used all the time. Super good value. I know on Temu and AliExpress and places you can buy sort of rip-off versions of these, but I would suggest You spend the extra little bit of money and you get a proper official one. So tool number 2 is my Gluebot glue pot. So before we come to my number 1 tool recommendation for Christmas, just another mention to something that I've used a huge amount, which is these Marksmen marker pens, I presume is the best way to describe it. It's super simple to use. You just, if you've drilled a hole and let's just say you're fixing something on the wall and you offer it up and you know where the hole is and you want to mark the wall, rather than trying to get a pencil in it, you literally just push this in on the end and it shoots out a little tiny little amount of sort of fluorescent green powder which sticks to the surface to show you where you need to put your oil plugs or whatever you're drilling. It's super useful. Now I have noticed that these have gone up massively in price since I bought them. I actually bought them in Wix in about 2021. It was a long time ago, and when I bought them they were $2.99 on a buy one get one free, so I actually got 2 of these for $2.99. I don't know how much they are now. I'll try and look and put it on the screen. They're probably about £5 by now, but super useful. And I also heard, I haven't found it, but somebody also said they do these in different colours. I think somebody said they make them in a red as well as a green. I've never had any problem with the green, and the other thing is it wipes off super easy, leaving no trace that it was ever there. So the Marksman professional marking tool is also worth a mention in top tools for woodworkers. So finally, you must all be racking your brains thinking, what tool is number 1? Why is he wearing a turkey hat? Obviously it's Christmas, but the number 1 tool that a new woodworker or any woodworker should have is one of these. This is a picker or picker pencil, without a shadow of a doubt. I know I've said that a lot, but this is the tool I could not live without in the garage workshop. I have to say though, there are lots of now cheaper alternatives to the Pica Dry. Now, you'll see them everywhere. You'll see them on Amazon, you'll see them on Temu, you'll see them on Wish. All those sites sell them, and I have got a lot of them. I've got the one from Temu, I've got the one from AliExpress. But for me, you cannot be the original one. The making of this pencil is absolutely brilliant. The quality is very good. Now, I know they are expensive, don't get me wrong, but this is something you're going to buy, and if you take good care of it, it will be in your workshop armory forever. It is a super piece of kit, and if you have a look around, you'll probably find these are in a Black Friday deal somewhere. So my number 1 tool recommendation for woodworkers this Christmas is the Pica Dry marking pencil. So fellow woodworkers, I hope you enjoyed this first festive video on things you can buy for woodworkers or you can pass on to other people to buy for you. Let me know in the comments any of the tools that you think could have been included, or what your tool is in your workshop or your shed or wherever you do woodworking that you would recommend to somebody else. Let's see if we can get a bit of a list going. Thank you so much for watching this video. A much shorter video this week, you'll be pleased to know. So it's like a 10-minute tool review, but it's probably closer to 10 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. I have got some more festive videos coming up in the next few weeks, and I'm hoping to produce more and more content as we go into January. I've had a bit of a massive upheaval in my personal life at the moment, so things have been a little bit up and down, but I'm hoping to make content on a more regular basis moving forward. So thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment before you go. Let me know what your favorite tools are. If you're a regular viewer, I know you've seen some of these before, but worth revisiting them. And also don't forget to like and comment. I will catch you on the next edition of the Garage Workshop. Take care, fellow woodworkers.